First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist Jeff Denoyer.
All right, nice to see the sun. A bit chilly out there, but really not bad. Tomorrow, though, is the real gem of the week, Jeff.
Yeah, when you wake up and you're coming to work tomorrow, it's going to be very cold outside. A lot of frost across the area tomorrow morning. Until we get there, though, very beautiful look in Madison with lots of sunshine. Deceiving, though, when you're inside, because you see the sunshine, you think April, you think you walk outside and it will be really pleasant. It's a little bit chilly right now where it's 53 degrees in Madison, but still a beautiful look, even though it is a bit cool for this time of year. Temperatures not 50s everywhere. We still have a few locations still hovering in the upper 40s, so way below average after a week that was way above average last week. That transition coming the weekend when we had the severe weather roll through the area of the Tennessee Valley Saturday night, and that was a frontal boundary that dropped the temperature, and here we are with a pretty chilly air mass in place and one more really cold night. This core of cold is really locked up in Canada, but a little bit of it there starting to sag south and all the way from about Maine into the Tennessee Valley and then north into Minnesota, feeling more like winter for tonight when those temperatures really drop. A little breezy too. We've had some gusts up to 15, 20. Normally I'd be like, not much. But when it's 52 degrees, it feels a lot cooler outside. Good news is the winds will back off tonight. Bad news is when the winds back off, they're not mixing the air up anymore. And when you have clear conditions, whatever heat you had at the surface goes right back up into space. We call it radiational cooling, and you can max out your low temperature, and it can get really cold fast. And if you're going to the baseball game, it's called the Trash Pandas over at Toyota Field. I would dress very warm because once the sun goes down, I mean, you do you. You want to go shorts and t-shirt thinking baseball, I get it. But 40s after 8 p.m., and I mentioned this during TVL, the Trash Pandas have a knack for winning games in the bottom of the ninth. You want to stick around for the whole game and you want to be comfortable, you probably want to dress more like a high school football game in November instead of a baseball game in April. Satellite and radar, I put all these little sunshines around here. Sunshine everywhere, that's what we got. High pressure dominating the forecast, keeping the sunshine around, but we're still on the cool side of the high. Once this high pressure starts to work itself to the east, we get what we call on the back side of the high, and that's why even though we have a cold start to the day tomorrow, the afternoon will be quite pleasant with temperatures getting back up to about where they should be for this time of year. So for the rest of the afternoon, the one thing you won't see on this graphic is cloud cover. That high pressure keeps things clear. Temperatures by 7 p.m. in the 50s, but then quickly dropping. And when you wake up tomorrow, I got this stopped at 6 a.m. Temperatures 30 to 35 degrees, and that means that most locations will be right around that freezing mark when you wake up, which is 32 degrees. By noon, close in on 60, and here's in the afternoon where it gets a little bit warmer, and I do not think that these temperatures are aggressive enough on this graphic by 5 p.m. I think many locations will nudge 70 on Wednesday. The winds become more southwesterly, and that will elevate those temperatures a little bit closer to where they should be. Some clouds will build in on Thursday, track some storms late in the day and night. Right now, mainly rainfall, some thunder, maybe a little small hail, but doesn't look like a severe threat. Clouds will linger on Friday, but once those clouds move out Friday, the weekend looks really good. Saturday, Sunday, looking very nice. Temperatures 60 Saturday, 70 on Sunday. Gina?